Hello, I'm Justin, and today we are going to be buying the Arcane Collector's set. There has been quite a lot of speculation and hype and talk about this particular set because Arcane 1.0 is one of the most beloved sets that has ever come out. And here we are so many years later with Arcane 2.0, the Arcane Collector's set. This has 5 items in total, 2 skins, 1 spray, 1 card, and 1 buddy. Now, something interesting about this is that you can actually just go through and buy this stuff individually if you want to, which is a really big win in my opinion. You were only able to get the Arcane Sheriff as a part of the entire bundle. So this time around, being able to get any of these items individually is really great. And for some reason, like, okay, we'll give this stuff away individually, but for some reason, the cat had to be bought as an entire bundle. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. However, the price for the entire Arcane 2.0 set is $5,925. And for reference, Arcane 1.0 was 2,377 VP for the entire set. So that is quite a steep increase in price for just one more item. So let's just buy it. Cool. Let's go through and favorite everything. Nice. Alrighty, so here everything is in the inventory, and for this video we are going to also equip the Arcane Sheriff because there is a little bit of an Easter egg that we have to show off with this stuff. First thing what we're going to do is put on the buddy, and there is a small little interaction, Easter egg if you will, with the Arcane buddy and the Arcade skins. So if we go, we have it on any other skin, we're just gonna use the black market skin here for reference. You can see that the Arcane Enforcer buddy does not have a stripe through it. However, when it's on the Arcane Vandal, it will have a stripe through it, and interestingly enough, I actually tested it out before this came out. This will also work on the Arcane Sheriff as well. Pretty cool stuff. However, let's just get right into it. There is a Vandal and a melee to upgrade. There is 3 upgrades in total for the Vandal. Let's do it. Cool. And there is just 1 upgrade with the melee, and you may not even need the upgrade. As a matter of fact, let's go and check to see how the melee looks on level 1. All right, here we are on the range. Yeah, so this is level 1. You don't need to upgrade this, which is really cool. That's crazy. Yeah, so honestly, save your Radianite, my friends. You don't need to upgrade this unless you really want to, but we are going to be upgrading this for the video, so let's go back into the inventory and do that. There is 1 upgraded total as per usual. And boom, it's upgraded. So we're going to have to see like what exactly the upgrades really do with this, but you know, it surely is something. Without any commentary, I'm going to show you guys the left-handed mode with all of the Arcane skins right now. Alrighty, here we are in the range. We have all the new Arcane stuff on. You can see the buddy there, but I know what you guys are all here to see. Oh, this is pretty cool, huh? Nice. First observations that I see here is that it has this sort of moving electricity tubes in it. I think it's pretty cool, and I've seen people compare this to Mage Punk and sort of Elder Flame and stuff like that. I think that's pretty accurate. And here's the pullout for it. Basically default, I would say. I guess let's just do some shooting. I won't lie, it does kind of feel clean to shoot. The spraying with it feels really good. And also, take a look at the light tubes again when I spray. You see that? That's pretty neat, huh? Little slow-mo with the bullets there for you. And here is the reload, which I saw quite a bit of people being super upset about because it's just default. Their television show, they don't need any unique animations whatsoever. Which, that is sarcasm because if you look at the plot for this, watch. Boom, default, but then we go to the Arcane Sheriff. Wow, this is like the first animation ever for the Sheriff. That was super cool. So, you know, it's kind of weird. Obviously, there's no brandish for the Sheriff, and there's a brandish for this that's unique, but I don't know, man. Like, comparatively, I kind of feel like is that they really look back super fondly and nostalgically about the Arcane Sheriff. But really, I've said this in the past, the Arcane Sheriff is a glorified unfinished skin. There's no finisher with this, and then Neo Frontier came out and made having this item kind of pointless because Neo Frontier is just better and does more. This is really cool, don't get me wrong. This is one of my favorite Sheriff skins at one point, but then Neo Frontier came out. And I feel like people don't realize that Arcane has never really been that crazy of a skin. It's not bad, it's just not on the upper echelon of the best skins in the entire game. And the Vandal is no different. It's not going to be the best Vandal in the entire game because the Arcane Sheriff isn't the best Sheriff in the entire game. It fits in as a unique promotional item, I think, and that's just sort of a strength and a weakness to it, and it's just objective, really. Anywho, we also have a melee to look at. So these are fully upgraded now. Let's see if it really does anything. Got some electric particles on it. Yeah, I kind of really don't think that upgrading this was worth it. If you are going to buy this set and you're super interested in it and, you know, you have some Radianite left and you'd like to just save some, I really don't think I can recommend upgrading this because the VFX for this just are not really so worth it. You might be into it. You might like the electricity that comes out of it and sort of, you know, just the steampunk style. But you really don't get too much for the upgrade. So I would say just leave this on level 1 because you get all the animations anyways. It has that blunt force impact on the wall when you hit somebody. And the right click is interesting as well too because it's seemingly random. So that's 3 right hands in a row. I'm just holding it right now, and then it just randomly does a left click. Or maybe it's 3... Oh, see, it's not. It's just random. I think it's pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of the Heavy's Fist from TF2. The melee is a little bit better. It's a little bit more interesting because it's entirely unique, whereas the Vandal is not really so game-changing. It doesn't really do anything too crazy. Like, the Brandish Inspect is unique, but everything about this... As a bundle that's supposed to be a collector's promotional item, I think that they did a really good job with this. But as a bundle in a game where there's tons and tons of different types of skins that do different things, I don't really know where this ranks, and that's where I would leave it off with you guys. Like, where are you ranking this among skins like Reaver and Kuronami and Prelude to Chaos and, you know, just sort of the classic skins that people really enjoy using? And where are you ranking the melee too? And I know I might get a few comments about this, but I did test it out. So people were like, what if there's an Easter egg the way that there is with Yoru, where if he has the Oni Katana equipped and does his ultimate, it changes it. I did try it out with Raze to see if she would get the Arcane Rocket Launcher.
My ult's ready.
Sadly, she does not. This is just the stock one, and like nothing really special about this.
That worked great!
Yeah, you tell them. Arcane 1.0 had a Sheriff, and that's just like such a strange standalone item to have, which sort of gave it a little bit of mystique. And I feel like with this, a Vandal is really standard, and they probably would have been better off doing an Odin or an Outlaw, something that is peripheral, not such a main item to use, because the main items to use, there's already too much crazy items to use for it. Anywho, let's go take a look at the spray. Alrighty, here we are at a custom. Here is the spray. See, it's really cool, and it has an animation when it actually goes down where it's literally being sprayed onto the canvas, which I think is a really cool thing. And you'll notice that it changes colors too, which is also just a little detail that it does. I think it has 3 or 4 different colors that I can do. There's blue and green. There's pink and blue. Yellow and purple. Pretty cool stuff. And comparatively to the old spray, this is Arcane 1.0. I really never seen anybody use this, but this is one of my favorite sprays in the entire game. This is something that I've had equipped basically since it's come out. I would say it is my favorite spray in the entire game. And comparatively to Arcane 2.0, this looks really cool, don't get me wrong, but I really do enjoy how this has an actual spray animation, whereas this sort of just goes down as soon as you spray it, the way that every other spray does. I will say, though, compared to each other, I don't know if this is better or not, but it is unfortunate that you cannot use this during the mid-round. I think that it's kind of stupid that you can't. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't move. It's not distracting. The only literal animation that it has is being placed, and it's not such a big deal. This wouldn't be distracting in-game, so a little bit unfortunate there.
For dead.
It has been 20 seconds since somebody has spawned on top of me.
You're done.
Well, that was the average game of who could spawn behind somebody the best, but let's talk about the Arcane skins. There is 2 skins in this in total, plus a buddy that we're sort of ranking this based off of it, I think out of 5. It will take sort of a while to get used to how the skin really feels versus just playing one deathmatch and calling it, so obviously this rating is open to change. I think it stays really true to Arcane 1.0, just the theme of Arcane in general being a skin that's really cool and unique. It is a standalone that is ever so slightly different than all of the other skins of the game, like let's say Zero Fang. Not just stylistically, but in functions as well. It's just an entirely unique item because it does something that nothing else is going to do. It is themed off of something that nothing else will have any sort of relation to whatsoever. I don't think the Sheriff aged so well, and I think that ultimately I would probably give this a 4 at highest, if not a 3.5, but I would say it's a 4. It's really good. It's one of my most favorite items in the game, and nothing will change that even if the Neo Frontier exists and does way more stuff than it does. And with that in mind, I would say that the Arcane new collection, because you can buy this stuff individually, because it has some unique elements to it, plus a banner, plus a finisher, plus this unique melee altogether, I think that this definitely deserves a 4 for sure. And a 4 out of 5 isn't to say that this is like one of the best bundles in the entire game, because there's a lot of really great 4 out of 5 skins in my opinion. I think that this is a 4 out of 5 that's probably going to be lower on the list because this is just such a different item. Comparatively, the Arcane 2.0 buddy, not even as close to as good as the Arcane 1.0 buddy. This is a GOAT buddy, one of my favorites in the game for sure. All in all, I would say that Arcane 1 and 2 are pretty evenly matched. I think that this is just a little bit better than 1 just because it does more stuff. It has a little bit more freedom with how you buy this, but what do you think about the new Arcane 2.0 set, and how do you feel about Arcane 1.0 as well? These skins are going to go down in history as things that you can just never ever get ever again, and you just may or may not own a piece of history. Do leave your comments down below. What did we miss with this, and what is something that's really great about this? What's something that's really bad about this? Leave all of your opinions in the comment section down below, and what do you rate this out of 5? Leave a like on the video and subscribe if you did enjoy this. As always, I'm Justin, and you're not.